you.
You don't have to use those kind of words, but thank you, Candace
I want
Bailey.
to, damn. Hey, that was just one to throw in.
Yeah, no, I got it. Yeah, from the hip.
Yeah! I'm Candace Bailey. We are coming to you live from the G4 Studios in Los
Throw a
Angeles.
C-bomb at him. Go for it.
No. On the show today, comedian JB Smoove from the new TV show Bent is here, and he's bringing the ruckus. That's ruckus.
John Ruckus? Yeah.
Then Matt Meyer reviews a brand spanking new iPad on Gadget Prime. Stop laughing at me.
I wasn't.
Sure, it's HD, but should you ditch your iPad 2 to buy one?
I don't know.
Are you bringing the ruckus right now?
No, I'm not.
I think you were.
Plus, Grace Helbig heads to LEGO headquarters in Connecticut to become a master builder. It's a new edition of Brad Jobs, and spoiler alert, it might involve building a life-sized Darth Maul. It probably does, being that it's on the screen. I'm assuming
Yeah,
it
looks
involves
like
that
it.
thing. And whatever that is as well. And there's Darth
Oh.
again. All right. Plus, we'll bring you the exclusive new trailer for Abraham Lincoln, Vampire Hunter.
Yes.
Children really need to learn this important historical lesson. Honest Abe was an axe murderer.
Yeah.
It's true.
Absolutely.
And now, it is time for an information update. No.
Oh, you think you were about today?
No, this is just
Okay.
my voice
Oh.
that I use when I talk about information.
Oh, okay. Sarah Underwood, show us your news.
Okay, I will show you my news. Forget about all those wild rumors you've been hearing. Microsoft is finally going on the record about the next Xbox. Woo! Plus, kiss party balloons goodbye. The Earth is experiencing a helium shortage. All this and that and more later in the feed.
A helium shortage?
Yep, it's happening.
You know, when my dad was a dentist, and I would always go in, and whenever I would get my teeth worked on, I would just have some helium for fun.
Is that the gas they use at the dentist?
Yeah.
Did your father practice dentistry in the back of a van?
Probably.
I don't think maybe to blow up like balloons
It's
for
helium.
patients he had helium, but
They
it's
give
not.
you like some helium stuff.
It's really not supposed to be. That's nitrous.
No, I'm wrong. He just had a helium thing for balloons in his office. I'm getting them confused. Let's try to
Candace is like, I take helium hits before I go to bed, and every time I wake up, it's totally
Oh, that's the wrong
normal.
thing.
A dude delivers a tank once a week. Let's just go around the net.
That's what I did.
When you're screaming in pain from a root canal.
Please don't do it anymore.
Worst dentist ever. Yeah. His patients are screaming in pain from root canals, but it sounds hilarious. Like little
They
chipmunks.
take helium.
All right, today at number 5. Wow. We
Just
are
a
off to
Monday
a start
show.
on a Monday, my friends.
Yes,
Today at number 5, the Around the Net version of the Lorax.
I hope you like trees.
Just push it.
But you know what, to be fair, that's the most efficient way to make a tree house.
That is,
It is.
if that was their goal, yes, that's the
Hey,
most efficient
maybe
way.
it was.
This is what happens when you hire Hindenburg Landscaping Company. You should have read the Yelp reviews on that one.
Oh, they should have.
Oh, the humanity of that joke.
Today's number 4 item is a new.
You see, the Hindenburg was a giant disaster,
It was?
as was that
It
tree that got chopped down.
As I was saying, today's number 4 item is a new Western BDSM take on the old folk tune, Oh Susanna.
What'd you, what?
You heard me? Look at that! I mean, that was quite a
Yes.
talent. I wonder how he got so good at that.
Well, Candace, when you spend all your time not having sex, it's pretty amazing what you can achieve. You can really...
So what can you achieve, Kevin?
Pretty much everything. I don't get laid ever.
Ever.
It's okay.
Ever.
Some people think that animals can't learn new behavior. It's true.
Around the Net respectfully offers up today's number 3 item as a counterexample.
Yes, this gorilla has clearly learned how to be a dick, and probably learned it from a pelican, I'm assuming.
Just takes off.
I want to drop a zoological truth bomb, if I may,
Please.
for the folks at home.
I'd appreciate
Tearing
that.
up vegetation is actually one of the ways that the adult western lowland gorilla establishes its dominance over rival males. It's true.
Then those guys should consider themselves lucky that they weren't dealing with a guinea pig.
I don't actually... How do guinea pigs deal with rival males? I don't know.
They mount them. Zoo facts. Zoo facts! Yeah! that went just like we rehearsed it.
Nailed it. Yes, we rehearsed that, by the way.
We did rehearse
That was the really shocking part of all that.
And it went fantastically. And at number 2 is
See, no one thought the balloon, the giant blimp, if you will, would explode, and so people were like, oh my God, the Hindenburgs.
Can I get to the number 2?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. It's the debut of a promising new filmmaker.
Yes, Allison is a true auteur.
Hi. Hi.
That is fantastic. How did she get Michael Cera in her video?
I have no
That's awesome.
idea, but because he was actually in her movie, it wound up winning an Independent Spirit Award. So, congratulations,
Well done.
Allison.
Congratulations.
Windows Movie Maker done right.
Still ahead, the greatest horse riding clip of 2012.
Yes, CA Horse channel is Inner Pro Wrestler, and our number 1 ATM.
Ah.
So tell me more about this. Sorry, we're both very exhausted. Must have been all that
Cody.
helium from the dentist. And at number 1 today, the opposite of a horse whisperer.
Or more precisely, a guy with a spinal injury.
Wow. Well,
Why did that horse freak out like that, Kevin?
you're kidding, right? I mean,
No?
everybody knows what the horse freaked out, right? I mean, you don't know about the long-standing war between horses and mariachi singers?
No, I had no idea. How did that get started?
It's a long story, but basically... So there really was to it. I mean, the rest you can read on Wikipedia or something.
That's horrible.
Yeah. But hey, the new iPad is here. It's a retail. Apple's new iPad is here, featuring a Retina display that delivers 3.1 million pixels that make it the highest resolution of any mobile device to hit the market. And it's faster too, thanks to a new A5X chip with quad-core graphics processing that will deliver double the performance of the iPad 2. Not only that, but it can even serve as a 4G hotspot on Verizon or AT&T's mobile network. The iPad can be yours starting at $499. Hey, Matt Myra's here, everybody.
Hey!
Portuguese.
I am a quarter Portuguese.
Insert some Portuguese words here that we both pretend to understand.
Obrigado.
Hey, cállate la boca.
Ooh.
Apple has dropped the number connotation they've given us, what they're simply calling the iPad.
Yes.
Apple's new device remains largely the same, a little more power,
Yep.
but a whole lot more pixels crammed in there.
So many more pixels, you guys. That's probably where the extra weight comes from.
Yeah, a little heavier, a little
It's
thicker
a little
too.
bit heavier. It's a slightly thicker. Holds almost exactly the same form. Oh, Twitter, I got mentioned by AOTS.
Hey,
Follow them.
cross promotion.
Same physical form. You'd be hard-pressed to tell the difference if you were looking at just the physical iPads themselves.
Sure.
Speaker grill's still there, but I will say the speaker noticeably better on the
Still
new
mono
iPad.
though, right?
Still mono, but it's not nearly as tinny as it used to
Okay,
be.
cool. I think visually the first thing you notice right away is the Retina display. The resolution is 2048 by 1536.
That's huge.
The highest tablet resolution yet.
Yeah,
right?
it's literally the highest of any mobile device I've ever seen in my life. And,
but do you notice it though? Like when you're looking at it? Yeah?
You do. When you power it on, the first thing you'll notice is the Apple logo. That's the first thing you see that's clearer. Also, the icons are much, much sharper. This is really the main thing to be updated on this new iPad, and this tablet does not disappoint. I will say, though, that the colors, compared to the iPad 2, I found them to be a little less saturated, a little duller on the colors.
Okay.
But the resolution is incredible.
Yeah, the clarity's there. That's
The
what
clarity
difference
is fantastic. So take a look at this. This is the MLB At Bat app, and you're looking at the iPad 2 next to the new iPad. You can see the difference right there. That's very zoomed in on a tiny box score we had. I had no idea the iPad 2 even looked that bad until I saw them next to each other.
Right.
To put this into perspective for you, if you're watching us right now on a 1080p television, this iPad I'm holding has 1 million more pixels than your television does.
Crammed into such tiny real estate as well.
It's insane.
It's so frustrating that it's one of those things where it's like, look at your TV. Oh, there's no way you could possibly see what this looks like. You really have to go into the store.
Yeah, you
or
gotta take
bump
a
one
look
from
at
a
it
friend
in
and take a
person.
peek. All right, the other thing that could have been better on the iPad 2 was the onboard camera. With this one, we still have no flash,
Nope.
but the quality's at 5 megapixels now.
Yeah, they bumped it up to 5 megapixels, and it's a very welcome change. The iPad 2 camera wasn't great. I thought they would go with the 8 megapixel sensor in the 4S.
Yeah, just throw the flash, just take everything from the 4S
Yeah.
and put it in this
But
thing.
it didn't. You got, I don't think. The optics are the same. So you get the same 2.4 f-stop aperture, so it's letting in more light than the old camera. You can see there that the angle's wider, too, on the lens.
Yeah, absolutely.
And the pictures are definitely much, much clearer than those that we took with the iPad 2. The video also looks much better, but please don't be that guy.
Yeah, stop, guy at concert holding up iPad. Like, I hate you. No one, no. Stop it, sir.
I am filming it.
But no one's
with
gonna
my
watch it on your
front-facing-
Facebook. It looks terrible.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm sorry.
Oh.
FaceTime one friend.
Okay.
You can't.
I
You'd have none in there. Performance
true.
got a boost as well. There's a tweaked version of the A5 processor. This is the A5X.
Yeah, you're making the
P90
right
edition.
move, yeah.
Quad-core graphics as well.
Yeah.
So I expect it to be a huge improvement, but it turns out it's only kind of marginal, right?
Yeah, it's not as fast as I thought it would be in comparison.
Right.
The CPU component was left largely unchanged. You can see it next to the old iPad launching Fruit Ninja slightly faster.
Okay, yeah.
What's really happening here is the GPU is what is changed in this. It's a
Right.
quad-core GPU. Opening apps happen just as fast as on the iPad 2, sometimes a little bit quicker. The screen, though, is still the most responsive screen on the market. But the real change, again, with the graphics rendering, because it has so many more pixels that it's dealing with,
Right.
the GPU had to do a lot more work.
Absolutely. Well, the other thing that separates this iPad from the predecessors, of course, is Verizon and AT&T's 4G LTE.
Yeah.
I mean, it seemed like the logical step.
it seemed like the logical step a year ago, Kevin.
Right. Yeah. A little late to the LTE party, but man, are they dressed nicely.
Oh, they're so
Apple
gorgeous,
always
you
shows up so
guys.
pretty.
I would totally hit it. This is the Verizon version. Sorry, Mom. This is the Verizon version right now. This is the only one that has hotspot enabled. AT&T, it's coming. Speeds averaged about 30 megs. So again, phenomenal speeds you're getting on this thing
nice.
with Verizon LTE.
Sort of like a wireless broadband modem on the go for
Yeah,
right?
it's awesome, and it serves as a hotspot, so you can link up your MacBook Air, or if you got another netbook, go for it.
Sure, but
Yeah.
when I hear about the processor and I hear that there's millions of more pixels in this thing and it has to push all those extra graphics, and you got 4G LTE, draining battery life.
Yeah,
I mean, is
yeah.
the battery solid?
The battery is very solid. You're getting a little less battery life expectancy than you did on the iPad 2.
What are you talking like hours wise?
You're getting like 9.5 to 10, as opposed to 10 to 10.5 hours, right around there. It also takes a while to charge. I've read this too, but I experienced it at home. Charging it off of my computer, it was going at maybe 4. I was getting 4% in like 3 hours. It would go up.
So definitely bring the wall charger.
Yeah,
Don't chain it off.
Bring the
another device.
10-watt brick that comes with this thing. It's going to need the extra juice to run this battery.
And then when you're running all this stuff, I mean, I read reports that the device itself heats up in certain spots.
Yeah, I heard people saying it's the battery. I don't think it's the battery. There's the graphics. The graphics processor on this thing is right where the heat's coming from, and that's where you're gonna get most of the heat, like you do on a laptop. You get it.
Sure.
It's all coming from the processor and the heat sinks. So what you're feeling is the aluminum. I'm sure it's dissipating the heat on here, and that's what you're feeling is this super powerful graphics processor.
All right, Apple is selling the iPad starting at $500 for the 16-gig Wi-Fi version. What is the verdict, good sir?
I'm giving it a 5 out of 5.
You fanboy, how dare you! All cops texting tweets to you because you're sucking on Apple's teat because you're a fanboy.
Okay, here's the deal. Let me just say this. The iPad 2 was already the best tablet on the market, okay? And this is better than that at the same price point.
All right.
Hence the 5 out of 5. This is the next step up in displays. The camera has been bumped. It's enough to calm the masses, and LTE is a welcome addition, but it's long overdue.
Right.
That being said, if you have an iPad 2 and you're wondering, hey, do I need to run out and get this? You don't, really, unless the screen is like, oh, this is amazing. I love this screen. Sure. But if you have the iPad 1 and you're on the fence, donate that to Teach for America or something and go out and get this guy.
Yeah, and real
this
quick,
is fantastic.
to be clear about the Teach for America thing, what is that organization?
Yeah, Teach for America is a thing that they run. It's a government-sponsored program, puts teachers in inner-city schools, and they take iPad donations. You can actually donate through Apple.
Oh, awesome.
And get the iPads into the hands of the teachers.
Okay, so first-gen iPad owners, definite upgrade.
Yeah.
iPad 2, get your hands on one and see.
Yeah. Also, if you want to get the $100 less iPad 2 that's currently available, I would say actually bump it up. Get the new iPad, because the iPad 2 is not going to be around as long as far as OS updates and things like that, so you'll have it longer.
Make the investment now. Always thorough. Matt Myra, thank you so much, sir. Always a pleasure. That's it for today's GadgetPron. If you have a gadget you'd like to see us rate, email us, gadgetpron@g4tv.com. But now, over to Candace.
Yeah, 5 out of 5 tips. It's time to attack this stuff that makes you think, what the fuck? Sometimes when you're feeling forever alone, you just need a hand to hold. So get the illusion of companionship and protect your iPhone with an iPhone hand case. Your eyes do not deceive you. This silicone iPhone 4 case indeed has a feminine-like plastic hand attached to its back. That way, every time you hold it up to your ear, you feel like you're holding hands with, well, a creepy, rubbery appendage. But hey, it's practical. The company who thought it up from Japan, of course, said it makes your phone easier so you won't drop it. Hey, look at that. Sounds legit to me. Cough up about $60 to get your hand on one. But like most people, my life is lacking one thing. More pork product. So thank goodness there's baking soda. Screw fruit-flavored soda. This is meat soda. Cooked up by the mad scientists at baconfreak.com, this carbonated maple bacon concoction is a perfect marriage between sweet and savory. But it's no novelty. They say this meaty juice is cleverly crafted to taste like something you'd actually want to drink. Or not. But if you have a hankering for a sippable meat fix, order up a 6-pack of this porky deliciousness for only $25. And finally, if your little sister owns a hamster, she probably has a hamster wheel. But that is so overdone. Instead, give that little guy the adventure of a lifetime with this homemade hamster submarine. Aw, lucky hamster. The HBS Hamstar was mainly constructed using a 3-liter soda bottle and and some Tupperware. It houses a hamster wheel. Look at that. That is ridiculous. It houses a hamster wheel that powers a mini propeller, and for good measure, it includes a snorkel tube to ensure the little fur ball can breathe while exploring the dark depths of your family's pool. The do-it-yourselfer who put this engineering masterpiece together said it only cost him $57. But if you plan on building your own, just make sure you triple check for leaks. That would probably put a damper on the afternoon. Still ahead, comedian JB Smoove will be here. And be warned, you may injure yourself during the laughing of his interview. There's nothing quite like an undead uprising to motivate you into some physical exercise. Well, now you can make fiction a reality with the newly released app Zombies Run! An engaging mashup that's one part audio adventure and one part exercise motivator. The app uses GPS and a fully voiced immersive zombie storyline to provide you with a good reason to go out for a jog.
There's anyone alive there, just run.
You play the part of Runner 5, a new citizen of Able Township, a sanctuary filled with survivors of the zombie plague. As a runner, it's your job to go out on missions and collect supplies needed for the group's survival, making sure to avoid roaming packs of zombies along the way.
Run!
The items you gather are used to aid survivors and upgrade the various buildings around the complex, granting you access to bonus missions that reveal more of the story behind the mysterious uprising.
Should be a quick, easy run.
You know what happens when you say that.
With over 10 missions and more being added weekly, begin running for your life with Zombies Run for $8 on iOS, or wait for its arrival on Android later this spring.
Welcome home, Runner 5.
You may remember our next guest from his role as Leon on Curb Your Enthusiasm, but now he's starring in the new NBC sitcom Bent.
Is it because Alice has a boyfriend? Is it because you're smitten?
Who's smitten?
Oh, nobody. I was just trying out a white person word. Smitten. It's not for me.
Dog a new hire?
Yeah, that's Gary's replacement.
Yeah, are you going to lock her in the porta potty like you did me on my first day?
Molly lives with my ex-girlfriend.
Oh, did we have degrading sex with the ex last night?
Define degrading. My bar's pretty high.
You're not in a good place, feeling fat in your wetsuit?
I hear you and the Red Baron are going to a hotel room.
Clem!
If I hold it in, it festers.
Actually, we're going to a bed and breakfast.
Bad call.
Old people. Who quaint.
What's the latest on you fixing my sink?
The part is coming in from Tempe, Arizona.
Well, let me know when it's in Venice, California.
Smitten.
Please welcome JB Smoove, everybody.
See that right there? You see that? You see how I do that? See?
You have an energy.
I'm gonna tell you something how that works.
I don't.
You have to become an icon. You understand? See?
That transcends manhood.
Once you pass a certain threshold, you don't look back.
Yeah.
So you want people to capture you at your best. So when I stand up and I do this right here, I'm an icon.
You did it.
So,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Right? When people take a photo of you, you want to be an icon. You see old photos of Elvis and Marilyn Monroe. It's like Marilyn Monroe. That people remember her for this poop-poop-a-doop when the wind blew.
Oh, yeah, the wind blew. Yeah, absolutely.
Right?
So you're saying I should wear a nice frilly skirt and stand over a sewer
moment.
grate?
You gotta have that moment.
Okay.
Moment.
So welcome to Attack of the Show.
Whatever yours is. Yeah, whatever yours is.
Oh, get my own thing.
Get your own thing. Don't. You can't do that. No. You can't do it in pants. Okay. You gotta get your moment that people always capture you in that pose all the time. Mine is this right here.
I get it.
I'm always looking. I'm always looking.
Well, then let's intro you
for
properly.
higher. I'm looking for higher things, higher accomplishments.
I get it.
Look away, like you are looking at something going on over there. Right, find yours, whatever yours may be. Is that you? Is that
you,
yours?
Captain Morgan?
That's you. No, that's already taken. That's Captain Morgan. You gotta capture yourself, and you gotta allow yourself to be captured at all times. Now, when you get so popular that paparazzi is hunting you down, don't let them catch you in a bad moment. Don't let them catch you eating spaghetti. right?
Right. Coming out of a
Don't
Jamba
let-
Juice
don't
with
let 'em
sweatpants
catch-
and a
Don't-
tiny dog tucked under my arm.
Don't let him catch you in certain moments. See, I was just telling one of your producers, I was telling him, right, I said, I'm gonna put my glasses on, right? I wear these glasses because these are takeoff glasses. Right?
Oh, that's an action. That's a movement.
He had prescription glasses.
Right.
Now his are put-on glasses.
Right.
You know why? Because he can't see without them.
Right. You got to slam those things on.
You
For
understand?
a little letter
Those
writing.
are put-on glasses.
So
right?
you could punctuate something right now.
But
if you
these
had to.
are takeoff glasses because these are meant for this. Let me tell you something.
Oh my God!
See that? See that?
I felt it.
See that? We'll try it again. We'll try it
Yeah.
again.
Hold on. So the thing about.
Let me tell you something.
No! Damn it!
See that? But that's how it works, though. You should.
Is this the ruckus?
We
Is
should,
this
is the
defined as
ruckus.
a ruckus?
The ruckus is nothing but little bits of things you've been through in your life, right? That make you strong. Maybe your dad left you when you were growing up, right?
Sure.
Maybe your mom would smack you, whatever. Maybe
Right.
kids bullied you in school.
Right.
Maybe you were the captain of the football team. Maybe you got all the girls. I don't know what your story is, but that's going to define who
The captain
hell.
of the football team with all the girls. That's my story.
Yeah. But
Yeah, I'm glad you nailed it.
but all these things are going to define who you're going to grow up to be, right? These are all little pieces. It makes you tough. It gives you a backbone. It gives you confidence, right? You know what? The ruckus is thick, like rhinoceros ass. You ever see? You ever see? Look, have you ever seen a rhinoceros? I'm telling you, a rhinoceros is tough and thick. That's how you are. That's how the ruckus is. It allows you to be thick and strong and take a blow. But that's what it is, man. It allows you to be tough. Right?
Now, did you have this conversation with Larry David when you were going out for Curb? Which, by the way, I love you on Curb.
Oh, thank you, man.
I truly do. Yeah. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
I really. Was this the conversation that happened?
Of course, man. See, everybody knows a guy like Leon. You know, Leon is white, Leon's black, Leon's Indian, Leon's Asian, he is all people.
Right.
He's just wrapped into one black package. Leon is everybody, man. Everybody knows a guy who has Leon traits. You know, the kind of guy that lives day to day, kind of guy that has he's not thinking about tomorrow. He's worrying about what's going to happen right now.
Right.
You know what I mean? He's one of those guys. So before I went into to read, you know, tell you the truth, man, I had no idea what was coming. And I think that's what happens sometimes with when you throw things to the universe. Right? Some people throw a rock into the universe, right? And the rock will come back, hit them in the forehead.
Sure.
Some people throw a boomerang into the universe, right? And they didn't know it's coming back. Before I got on Curb Your Enthusiasm, I was to work at SNL for 3 seasons. And, you know, I was sitting on the couch watching Curb Your Enthusiasm, saying to myself, I would love to be on this show one day. My fiance at the time, right? I'm telling you, also pay attention to women. Women know what the hell they're talking about. Let me tell you something. I said, I would love to be on the show one day. She said, you're going to be on that show one day. She said, you are perfect for that show. You will be so funny on this freaking show. She said, you're going to be on that show one day. Less than 6 months later, 3 to 4 months later, I'm going in for the audition.
Boom.
Boom!
Boomerang coming back at you.
Boomerang gone!
JB Smooth, everybody. Such a pleasure to have you on. I'm sorry, we absolutely ran out of time, but you got it. There's a Zen self-help book coming out, or 12.
It's a book coming out, baby.
It's The Ruckus.
Of course it's a book coming out.
Ben premieres Wednesday night at 9 on NBC.
Check out TheRuckus.com too, baby. Log on to TheRuckus.com.
We didn't even get
Catch a man, get down, baby.
Good. Thank you, man.
Hey, anytime, man.
That was great. All righty, and now over to Candace.
Thanks, Kevin. Stay tuned. Grace Helbig heads to LEGO headquarters to score a rad job and build a life-size Darth Maul.
What happens next?
These kids are playing on their favorite swing. So what happens next? Does he kick his friend in the face? Does he jump off the swing but get hit in the head? Or does he fall right off the swing? We'll have the answer after the break.
What happens next?
These kids are playing on their favorite swing. So what happens next? Does he kick his friend in the face? Does he jump off the swing but get hit in the head? Or does he fall right off the swing? Hey, kid, heads up. Your head, specifically.
Twitter on the wall.
What's the best hashtag of them all?
There's no hashtags. But Maddie says, man, oh snap, JB Smooth, Smooth, but I think it's Smooth.
Smooth with a VE.
Well, he just taught me something about being a man, which is true. He taught us all something about being a man.
He did. Are you gonna have your pose from now on? What is it?
Yeah, fetal position.
Oh.
Anytime adversity strikes or there's a standoff, I'll immediately curl
the
up.
fetal position.
And that's it. And I'll deflect.
So that's how you want. That's how you want cameras to catch you.
This is it.
This is how you want people to see you.
Ballroom brawl, boom, on the ground like a roly-poly who'd just been poked.
Oh, I somehow don't think that's what he was talking about.
What do you got? What's your position?
I think, well, I can't do it in my
okay,
skirt.
TMZ, boom.
Okay, but normally I stand on one foot, but
Flamingo?
I can't do it, but it's out and my foot is up in my knee.
Normally you do this?
Yeah, I've done it my whole life. Just like to relax, I mean, not in heels, obviously, but I'll be standing and I'll be like, people are like, why are you standing on one leg? I don't even realize I'm doing it.
That's weird that relaxes you.
It does, yeah.
Oh. Yeah, we learn something new every day, kids. And this is
helium.
one of the many things we learned today. Should we get to the news?
I think we should.
Oh my God.
Sarah Underwood.
I'm back from WonderCon.
You are.
Thanks, guys. Right now, it's time to start the feed.
All the news you need to know.
The feed.
It's Monday, March 19th, and here are your top stories. Now, it's no secret that Apple is swimming in money. So much money, in fact, that they're worth more than the entire U.S. retail sector. And now they're going to give some of that cash back. Yeah. After tallying up 3 million new iPad sales in only 3 days, Apple announced earlier today that they're going to spend $45 billion of their almost $100 billion cash reserves on a buyback and dividend program. In other words, if you own Apple stock, you had an awesome freaking Monday. Yeah! And if you don't, well, sucks for you. Other things they could do with that money is single-handedly bail out Greece, buy every person in Ethiopia 5 steak dinners, or give all 49.4 million students in the U.S. a new iPad. What I'm getting at is that's a lot of money. Yeah. Now, Microsoft has addressed the rumors about a new console and has announced that at this year's E3, the new Xbox will still be just a rumor. Don't hate me. Hot off the heels of an impressive sales month for the 6-year-old Super Console, a spokesperson told All Things D that while we appreciate all the interest in our long-range plans for the future, we can confirm that there will be no talk of new Xbox hardware at E3 or anytime soon. For us, 2012 is all about Xbox 360. Wah, wah. Looks like we'll have to wait at least another year for an Xbox 720 or whatever they decide to call it. And finally, helium, vital for scientific research and medicine, is starting. Yes! It's starting to run dangerously low. Why? Other than dentists using it on their patients? Scientists say we're wasting it on party balloons. The inert gas, essential for everything from the Large Hadron Collider to MRI scanners, is becoming so scarce that soon medical facilities will have to reduce operations and scientists won't be able to do their research. That's what's happened to one begrudged physicist in the UK who recently had to cancel his experiment on, just the nature of matter because his facility ran out of the gas. Now, due to the shortage, experts say one day we'll have to mine helium on the moon because there's a lot of it absorbed in lunar soil. Without doing so, future scientific research could come to a halt. So good thing we're defunding NASA. Yeah. I'm Sarah Underwood. You've just been fed. Now over to Kevin Candace.
Thank you, Sarah.
Do you wish you could play with toys all day and get paid for it?
Yeah, well, Grace Helbig went to the Promised Land,
Lucky.
Lego headquarters. She actually found a guy who builds, with tiny plastic blocks for a living.
I know.
It's kind of cool.
The miracle of life.
Did you know Lego is Danish for play well? And since 1958, Lego has produced an estimated 500 billion bricks. Behind every Lego Metropolis are guys like Eric Varsegi, a master builder and designer whose job it is to figure out how it all snaps together.
What's it like to work here?
I've been working here for 16, 17 years or so, and honestly, it's a different job every day. Building crazy Star Wars stuff one day, building those dragons and dinosaurs the next. It never gets old. It's always something cool and exciting, some new thing to do, some new thing to accomplish.
What's going on here?
It's just a staging area for the old Lego Models retirement home. We build large models to support the initiatives of the brand marketing divisions here at Lego. A lot of the guys here have been on display for a number of years and taken down for whatever reason.
This is what happens to the Legos when you're done with them?
Yeah, there's probably millions in this building here. We'll get finished with an event, we'll park it here for a while. It'll get reused eventually.
So how did you get this job?
It's about 16, 17 years ago, I just answered an ad in the paper. Came in at the ground level just as a model builder, so I would take the other designers' work and just glue copies together. Eventually, I showed them that I had the design chops to take it on myself, and I started coming up with my own things. 3PO here. I developed him about 5 years ago.
This is one of yours?
This is one of mine. Lucasfilm actually provided to us the 3D models that they use, and just to kind of flesh out the whole shape of it. Let's go back to the shop, and you can see one of my fan favorites. Here's the model shop.
Ooh,
this is where all the fun stuff happens.
Cool.
So after we're done with our designs, whether they be digital designs or actually physical prototypes, we'll pass it off to our model building team, and they'll construct the actual finished model. This is the Republic Star Destroyer from Episode 3.
Wow.
I built this back in 2005. These are actually the legs of Boba Fett that I stuck on the front. You can see his knee pads there. Darth Vader's head's built into the side of it somewhere. There he is right there.
What? Great tour, love Legos, gotta go. Someone start the car?
This area here is where our specialty pieces are, designer stock. Everybody normally associates Lego as the square bricks. There's tons of other shapes and sizes. You can make anything out of them. Like this guy right up here. Yep, it's a hub to a tire. But I took this on the Star Destroyer and just turned it into the back of the engine.
So everyone knows about the standard 2x3s, 2x8s. Are these the foundation for most of your projects here?
For most of them, yeah. We order them in vast quantities in bulk. Most of our models are built up just using the standard square bricks.
Show me what you're working on.
Right now we're working on a life-size model of Darth Maul. The Lego Star Wars team have asked us to create a life-size model. So me and one of my fellow designers, we'll sit down for a couple days and work out a couple action poses. Oh man, that's it.
Okay, so show us how this works.
So I'll take the pose that Eric made in Poser, and I'll bring it into Maya, which is just a standard animation CG software. And I'll take that rough pose and I'll work out a new polygon outfit for it. So I get to be the wardrobe for Darth Maul. I get to dress him. You outline your model in that, and then we can take that in the Brick Builder. And in Brick Builder, it'll turn that into a model created of 1x1 Lego brick.
How do the brick builders know which pieces to use where?
Brick Builder doesn't exactly tell you to use a 2x4 brick here, use a 1x8 there. They still have to look at the outside form of it and decide which brick works best for that case.
Now, how long does it take to build Darth Maul?
Probably about 200 hours.
Well, through the power of time-lapse photography, we're able to watch it get built before our very eyes.
Here he is.
This is impressive. The most important part is how much credit do I get?
You can take it all.
Really?
Sure.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take this head as a tip.
It's all yours.
Have a nice night.
Bye now.
Look at me. I'm the greatest master builder alive. I made all this stuff in one day. This truly is a rad job. I'm gonna take this with me. Oh, there's no warranty on them.
Thanks, Grace. Thanks, Legos.
Thanks, Corrado's shattered kneecap.
Oh, what a fun job. Working on Legos all day.
I thought you meant like hitting Corrado.
No.
Yeah, that's
Oh, poor Corrado.
Yeah, he's all right.
Hey, G4's hit show Bomb Patrol Afghanistan is back.
Boom! Here's an exclusive clip. Double boom!
In a hostile village in northern Afghanistan, Ricky Tebow's team is hunting for a reported IED.
It's a civilian guy who said his wire is going from the road in towards his compound.
Oh, what?
We need to get out of here.
And now they think there could be a trigger man hiding in the village, waiting to set off the IED remotely.
All new episodes start March 27th, and to celebrate Bomb Patrol's return, G4 is giving away iRobot Roomba.
Go to facebook.com/Bomb Patrol to enter.
It's that easy. Still ahead, 7 years ago, Abraham Lincoln totally chopped off an immortal dude's head with an axe. It happened.
Yeah.
It's in the books of history.
We have got the brand new WonderCon trailer for Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter when we come back.
You may die.
Rad Jobs is brought to you by Sonic. It's snack-sized jumbo popcorn chicken time. Just $1.99 after 8 p.m. Tomorrow on Attack of the Show.
Warm up your apple pie. 30 Rock's Katrina Bowden drops by with her new movie, American Reunion. Then Blair Butler goes to WonderCon for the lowdown on the summer's biggest movies, from Prometheus to The Amazing Spider-Man. And Chris Gore reviews fresh new Blu-rays, including The Muppets and The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo.
It's Attack of the Show tomorrow at 7.
This weekend, WonderCon attendees were treated to a sneak peek at the brand new trailer for Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter.
Now, AOTS has the broadcast exclusive, and you can see the movie in theaters June 22nd, 2012.
And I heard, as it were, the noise of thunder. And I looked, and behold, was death, saying, "Come and see."
History prefers legends to men. It prefers nobility to brutality. Soaring speeches to quiet deeds. History remembers the battle, but forgets the blood. However, history remembers me before I was a president. It shall only remember a fraction of the truth.
And hell will follow me.
There is darkness everywhere, Mr. Lincoln.
My mother was murdered. I can see the rage burning.
Tip the balance for the good of all mankind.
I shall kill them all.
It's time we had a nation of our own. This war ends tonight. Only the living can kill the dead.
Yeah, that's good.
Does
Hey,
look good.
I want to thank that trailer for being awesome, but
Yeah.
well, the music kicked in, so I want to thank everybody else now. Specifically our guest, JB Smoove, for teaching us all a little thing about something somewhere in there. Boomerang the universe.
Oh, yeah.
What I learned. Also, Grace Helbig. And Matt Myra, because Matt Myra is Matt Myra.
He's Matt
I mean, how do you not
Myra.
thank
And he
Matt
gave a
Myra?
5 out of 5, so that was pretty cool.
5 out of 5.
Thank you to
Thank
you.
you. We just froze time. Good night, everybody. See ya.
Good night.